Assalamu alaikum. My name is Akibul Hassan. In this video, I will demonstrate my final year project and I will show the project demo as a user. First of all, let's see the use case diagram of the system I proposed in my final year project one. There's total three stakeholders. It's the admin, voter, and candidate. When the user login as admin, the user can use this use cases which are login as admin, manage register voter information, manage the organizational chart, manage candidate information, view result, manage election pools. It's like creating election and seeing the running election. Um, and verify application details is whenever candidate user will register on the system, he needs to verified by the admin or need to get approved by admin to log in. And next is the managed party list. And for a voter, also voter as a voter user, the voter can register, can log in, can view election, and also can cast vote on the running elections, can see the organizational chart, can view the campaign, and can edit his profile. For candidate also can register, can log in, can produce suggested voter list. It's there's two type elections. It's public and community based. So in public election only they can suggest, and on community election there is no option for suggestion. And for the candidate nominee is also candidate as a candidate user, they also can manage their campaign and can view their campaign also. Okay, let's see the project demo. Um, so first of all, because I'm running this application from localhost, we need to start. So this will be the dashboard. Whoever will come to the YouTube online voting system, and then he can select I am voter. If he wants to log in or register as a voter, he can select from here. If he wants to log in or register as a candidate, he can select from here. Right now, I'll show the admin as admin first. Okay, let's log in. So this is the admin login email and password. After clicking login, they will logged into the system and there will be one notification. It's authorized successfully. If the login is failed, then there will be no notification authorized unsuccessfully. Right now, there is no election in the system running. Right now, there is no election is running. So that's why no election is displaying here. Whenever we will click add new election, there will be a create election page. Suppose we want to create an election for ISS Pakistan, and the election type is community. The start date will from tomorrow until from today until tomorrow, and the party will be Pakistan. So whenever we will click create, the election will be created and the admin will get the notification election created successfully. So this all the election I created. It's ISS Bangladesh for Bangladesh community, and this is the public election. So there is total two type of elections, and right now there is total three elections running, which is shown here. And I already registered some candidates and already registered some voters, and total votes already counted in previous elections. So after this, let's see the candidate approval. Right now, there is no candidate approval yet. Whenever any user will uh, try to register as a candidate, then there will be one approval request will come here. And this one is candidate matrix. This use case is the manage candidate information. Um, from here, admin can register the authorized metric number of the candidate. Here, some like I want to authorize the A17CS55. So if the candidate is not here, then it can be added. Whenever it can be added, the metric has added successfully notification will come. After this, if I want to add existing candidate metric number, I can't. They will see a error message. Metric number is already added. So after adding the metric number, whichever metric number is used, it will show yes, these metric numbers are used. Whichever is not used, I just added A174055, so it's not used, that's why it's showing no. Whenever I click delete all documents, all the metric number of candidate will be deleted. Let's go next. Next is voter matrix number. All the voters matrix number candidate can add from here. So whenever voter wants to register, he need to give metric number from this list. If the metric number is wrong, the candidate or voter can't be um, registered. So suppose I'm giving A17CS46. If this is not added here, it will be added successfully. Yeah, it's showing added successfully. So here it is, it's not used yet. So if I trying to add existing metric number, it will show, it will give metric number is already added. So next one is the result. So after finishing the election, the result will be displayed to the system. If the election is not finished yet, it will display like this. If we select an running election, the result has not been published yet. If we select on finished election, let's see ISS Bangladesh 2021, the admin will see all the vote, how many vote is given to this election, and how many votes each candidate has got like this, and also the pie chart like other users. So if if the admin see the public election, he will get one more extra position, which is women vice president, like other users. And after that, if organization for updating the organizational chart, the admin can give input to here for president who is the president for current position, and who is the vice president, who is the honor secretary, the running president, vice president can be modified here. And this, after modification, these things will be displayed to the voter organizational chart. So after this is party. From here, admin can add party. Party means the country. For community based, we need party to do election. So there is a total 5 party right now. If we want to add more, we can add. So suppose we wants to add Nepal. After clicking add, the party added successfully notification will come, and this party also will be shown in the election part. If we select ISS Nepal 20 2021, type of the election community. On party, we can also select the Nepal part also. That's all for the admin part. After clicking sign out, the admin will be signed out. So whenever the user wants to log in, wants to register as a candidate, he can click register and he needs to give his authorized metric number. Suppose the metric number is already used, it will show authorization is unsuccessful. If the metric number is not used, it will and also is in the metric man's metric information page. That time also he can authorize successfully. Yeah, it's showing authorized successfully. After this, he needs to give his phone number for Firebase authentication verification. So suppose I am using a dummy phone number. So after verifying, it's asked for the one-time password code. So after giving successful OTP, the registration form will come. After this, the user can select any of the elections he wants. So, because after this, from admin, the candidate needs to get a validation for approve. So the admin will check this post-election with the documents he sends by email to the admin. So suppose he wants to participate ISS Bangladesh election because he's from Bangladesh. So suppose his name is Robin Ahmed. His country is Bangladesh. So faculty is FE and his phone number need to give same phone number. And his email suppose is robin at the rate of gmail.com. And his residential is KDOJ and he wants to participate. Because the ISS Bangladesh is community-based election, there is only 4 positions. So president, vice president, honorary secretary. He suppose he wants to join as honorary treasurer. So whenever he will click sign up, it will redirect to the login page. And it will give notification successfully registered. Please wait for the approval. So whenever candidate register, admin will get the request from the candidates. See, admin can see his name, the post, the metric number, the country, and the election he chose. And by this, the admin can check the information with the form sent by the candidate through email by taking signature of academic advisor. Whenever admin click approve, he can sign in. Suppose the candidate didn't, the admin didn't approve yet, so he tries to log in. So it will verify his number, but after sending a right code, it will say sign in failed because admin didn't approve him as a candidate yet. So let's see, after approving, when the candidates tries to log in, it will log in the candidate into the system. Because the candidate is selected community-based election, that's why the candidate don't have any right to suggest voters. That's why there is no voter suggestion. So candidate can, as a candidate, when the candidate tries to log in, logged in into the system, he can edit his profile. By clicking editing his profile, he can only edit these things. He can't change his country and phone number because of the Firebase authentication, and the country because if the country changed, he can participate any other community-based elections. So whenever candidate candidate register, he needs to give right country and phone number. So whenever is a click image, so taking dummy pictures. So whenever it's click upload, it will upload his pictures here and need to click save. So yeah, so that's how he can edit his profile after clicking the back button. And, and he can add campaigns here also. Some like he wants to give a campaign your vote, your choice, something like campaign, and he wants to add some posters. I'm using same poster. So after clicking upload and clicking add, so you can see the image will be shown here. The candidate post will be shown here. When the user click result, it will display the result place page, and all the election is held will be shown here. So suppose if the election is running, then it will shows the result has not been published yet. If the election is finished, it will show the result of that elections. So this is the result. You can see any of the elections is held by the admin. And also he can see his election results after finishing the election. So that's how it will be displayed, the result, the president. The result will be shown in pie chart. Suppose here is the winner is Akibul Hassan. He got the 3 votes. And Vijay Rabbi who got 1 vote. And Nazrul who got only 2 votes. And after clicking this, only the comparison of two guys will be shown. Suppose this is community based. That's why there is only 4 posts. Suppose this is public election. There will be total 5 posts will be shown. The extra post is owned vice president. So there is Savia Tasnim who got total 3 votes and Nadia Islam who got total 1 votes. That's how the result page will be displayed to the candidate. That's all for whenever the candidate is logged in as a community-based election. Whenever the candidate registered as a community-based election in community-based elections. Thank you. Next, let's see. Now let's see the candidate who registered as a candidate for public election. Whenever he log in, it asks for the OTP like the other candidates. After successfully login, it will show the dashboard of the user. Because this candidate is for public election, registered for public election, he can suggest the voters. The voters who is from the same country as him. Let's see his profile. The country is Bangladesh. So he only can suggest voters of Bangladesh. So let's suggest all of them or save. Whenever he clicks save, the voter suggested successfully notification will come and the suggested voters will be shown and all the functionality will be same as all the functionality will be same as the other candidates. That's all for the candidate who registered for public election. Voter registration. So for voter registration, okay, let's see. The A17 CS50 is not been used yet. So okay, 115 is already used, 116 is already used. So let's check it's verify or not. Yeah, it's showing authorized and successful. So whenever user give valid metric number, it will authorize the user successfully. Yeah. So let's start phone verification. After verifying, it will display the voter registration page, and these fields need to be filled by the user. Suppose his name is Akib Hassan, country is Bangladesh, faculty, and the phone number, email is akib@gmail.com, Essential College JTC, and the party is Bangladesh. So after clicking sign up, it will get the user to the dashboard of the voter. After signing up, the voter can see the available elections through here. So there is only election ISIS Bangladesh because the voter choose the country Bangladesh as his country. That's why the ISIS Bangladesh country, ISIS Bangladesh election is displayed here. But if we can see on the admin page, there is three election is running. Only the ISS Bangladesh is showed to this user because this user is from Bangladesh, he is not from Pakistan. That's why the ISS Pakistan election is not showing, And the public election is not also showing because this voter is not suggested by any candidate yet. So whenever the voter clicks this election, it will display all the candidates' names here. For president, for vice president, the honorary secretary, the honorary treasurer. So he can select any of the candidates from each positions. Suppose he wants to give Nazrul to vote as a president, Sani Hassan to vote as a vice president, Musa Islam to vote as a honorary secretary, and Bappi Mahmood to vote as a honorary treasurer. When the all the position candidates is selected, the vote button can be clickable. Whenever the user will click vote button, the vote will be stored and the system will notify the vote is successful. So again, whenever because the election is running, suppose after voting, user wants to go to the election page again. So this will happen. If the voter is already voted, it will show you have already voted. So that's how the election part is, view election and casting vote part of the voter is happening. After this is view campaign use case is like this. The user can see the campaign post by the candidate and there is the result. As a voter, whenever the result he wants to see, the running voter also will not be displayed like others user. The result has not published yet. If the election is finished, only then the user he or she can see the results. So that's how the result will be displayed to the user. This is a community-based election. That's why there is total 4 posts. If this is public-based elections, there will be 5. So after this is the whenever the user click the organizational chart, it will display the organizational chart of the current election, public election. Suppose Akibul Hassan, whenever he clicks on the Akibul Hassan, currently appointed as president, whenever he will click on Yamin, it will show currently appointed as vice president. And also as a voter user, he can edit his profile. After clicking edit button, it will display the form. So like candidate, the voter user can have changed his country and phone number and also his party. So and for uploading file, that's how we can upload his files, image. After clicking save, it will store the image to database and it will display it here. So that's how the voter user is working. After clicking sign out, the system will sign out the user. Right now, let's see how our Firebase database is working. This is our Firebase database. So this is all the collections. This is the collection for the admin login. There is the collection for the authorized metric number for the voter. This is the authorized metric number for the candidates. This is the campaigns posted by the candidates. And this is the list of candidates. Uh, like This is all the uh, candidate list for all the elections, and this is the elections list. There is total three elections is running right now. It's community based for Pakistan and Bangladesh. One is public election, and this is the organizational chart with the president, who is the vice president, honor secretary, honor treasurer, updated by the admin. And this is the parties added by the admin also. And this is the users, who is voter, who is candidate, and this is the voters collection and their information. And this collection is for counting the vote, all the votes given by the voters. That's all for my system. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Have a nice day.